Crazy things are happening for Bitcoin right now. Guys, we need to talk about this. We are going to talk about the next targets. We are going to talk about what to expect for Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano right now. The next couple of price targets and what you should be prepared for, and also some on-chain data. Well, this is going to be an action-packed episode, everybody. And welcome back to my channel. My name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. And let's skip all of that and let's talk about this new all-time high. And before we talk about anything else, I just want to congratulate you. I once again want to congratulate you for sticking through in this market, not losing faith when Bitcoin was at $30,000, shorting Bitcoin. I know I always come back to this, but I still want to continue to do this because this is a moment for appreciation that we are still in this market and things are about, just like we've been talking about for the last couple of months. I've been saying during the later parts of this year, everything is going to go nuts. Not only Bitcoin, but also altcoins. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and let's just talk about this. So what we saw here is that we saw, just like we've been seeing previously, we see a pump above the orange box. We see a retest of the orange box. We come back down. We test the orange box, we make it support, and then we have a massive green candle to the upside. Now, this is a nice juicy candle. The next level of resistance is actually at 68,500, and then it got $70,000. So those are the immediate price targets you need to be aware of. I am going to make up the next level of resistance here as well. But now understand, we are in price discovery. What does this mean? Well, it means also that at any point you can have a big sell-off where you see a big rejection in Bitcoin. This is why I've been trying to prepare you as we are moving into this phase, because you do not want to jump into a trade right now. The moment to get into a trade was once we got above the orange box here and made this support, and then we took off. And I mean, if you got in at some of these lower levels, of course, even better. But for this short-term trade, I am actually in a trade. So this trade is looking pretty decent right now. $3,000 in profit, 30,000 or 30% in profits. That's cool. The level I'm going to take profit on this trade, remember, this is a short-term trade. I'm not taking profit on the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins I'm holding. But the moment I'm going to take profit is as we are approaching the orange line here at $68,000. And let's make this trade the 7th massively profitable trade in a row here on the channel. And if you appreciate that, guys, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell. Now, what else? Well, I want to talk about this Fibonacci. So if you draw a Fibonacci from the previous all-time high down to the bottom, you get this. And you get a couple of very interesting price points here as well. So you have $86,000, you have $122,000, and you have $160,000. So those are some levels to pay attention to as well. And guys, do not forget that if you want to trade this volatility, you're able to get an insane $4,530 bonus over on BuyBit. You can make the deposit, you can trade with the bonus, and then you can withdraw the deposit money. So you're essentially trading for free. So if you want to take advantage of that, make sure to use my link right here over on BuyBit. Also, you got Femex, you got C-Trade. So where is actually the previous all-time high? Well, from my video earlier today, I did talk about how if we break the previous all-time high, that usually leads into massive pumps. Well, the previous all-time high is right here, and this is the index price. So this is an average across all the different exchanges, so it's pretty accurate. You can see that we are above the previous all-time high right now, and this usually leads into massive price action. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to watch my video from earlier today. It has a lot of very relevant information. How about Ethereum? Well, Ethereum finally, just like I've been saying the last couple of weeks, we are going to reach my orange line at $4,000 here on Ethereum, and finally we did reach it. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who have been trading the Ethereum volatility here. We've been making so much money and it's completely insane. You can see that right now we are just like we are expecting, of course. The orange line is textbook pushing down the Ethereum price here. But I do believe that this is just going to be a tiny little bump here and that we are eventually going to reach much, much higher prices. Well, the first target after that one is 4,453. But first things first, we need to see Ethereum break above the orange line. This is the level we need to break and pay attention to right now. So for Cardano, well, Cardano is still going sideways. I mean, we have these huge candles, of course, on Cardano, but we already knew that Cardano tends to, go sideways for an eternity, and then once it really starts to take off, it takes off really, really hard. Now, one thing I usually talk about is the nupul. Now, as I said, if you watched my video from a couple of days ago, the difference right now between the nupul when we were at the previous all-time high right here and right now basically is that we are at the same price, but the nupul, which is the colored line, is much lower. Previously, we were right here. We were pushing into this, blue area. If you don't know, when we push into over this line, it becomes blue. So that's why I tell you that the nupul becomes blue, and that's usually a very, very bad indication, because that usually means that Bitcoin is going to enter into a corrective phase or even a long and prolonged bear market. Now you can see that we have so much more room to grow here in the nupul. We can easily see $100,000 and above here in the very, very short term. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by how much Bitcoin can go up. But with that said though, we still have to be careful, because we know that when we go on these massive pumps, there is, a big sell-off candle right around the corner. We just don't know where. So be careful. I would say if you're going to trade, play the high probability trades, enter into high conviction trades. We are at an all-time high. We are in price discovery mode. As always, I am going to let you know the next trade I am going to execute. Let's see if we are going to be able to get the 8th massively profitable trade on this channel here. And yeah, at this point, I would probably maybe put a stop loss down below the orange box here, should we have a massive sell-off candle. But I just want to go back to the nupul, because I want to just show you how this actually works. So you can see that once we get into the blue, the gray line is the Bitcoin price. And you already know about this if you're following my channel, but there's a lot of new people coming into crypto right now because, all-time highs and stuff. And yeah, if we get into the blue area, that usually means a big sell-off. But as you can see here, we do still have some ways to go before we get over this line right here. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.